everybody, my name is Paul Trimble. Today we are at the Local 27 shop and we are going to be talking about fall arrest and how to don a harness, how to properly inspect the harness. This program is being done for the WFED 106, question number 6. So today we are here, we're going to be using a Type A harness for this demonstration. The Type A harness is used for fall arrest, ensure the safety of all our workers. So the first thing we want to do is we want to make sure that we get a harness that's going to fit us. There's many different sizes available, small, medium, large. This harness that I have chosen for the demonstration just happens to be a universal harness. So this here, with the proper adjustments, will fit many different size people. First thing we're going to do is we'll do a quick visual inspection upon the harness, see if there's anything that pops out prior to our heavy inspection of all the stitching and webbing. So as I look through this harness, I'm not noticing any issues, any problems with it. This is a newer style harness, hasn't been kicking around in the job box. So please, if you're out there on the job and the harnesses have been kicking around in the job box, make sure that they're properly inspected. This inspection should only take you 5 to 7 minutes. It's to ensure your safety. We want everybody to come home at the end of the day. So I start to look at the harness. I want to look at all the stitching. I'm looking at the straps, just to make sure that all our edges, all our stitches are nice and clean. We don't have anything that's torn or tattered, any fraying of the stitches. So I'm going to go down the right-hand side of the harness, just run my hand around here. Up in the top side, we have softeners that are designed to take some of the pressure off of your shoulders, make it a little bit more comfortable. This one here does have a little bit of fraying on the top, but again, this here is more for comfort, not for safety, so we're not worried about the fraying on those edges. As I open this up, you can see inside here is nice and clean. We don't have any tearing and damaging, so it appears as if the right-hand side of our harness is looking pretty good. I'm going to come down and through the back. I want to check and make sure our plastic keeper is not stressed in any way. The colors haven't changed. We've got our D-ring here. This one has an automatic spring load that helps to bring it up to top dead center. Again, it's functioning and working properly. I follow my way down the right-hand side. Here we have stress indicators that are sewn into the harness. Had this stitching here been torn, then we would know somebody had had a fall in this harness and that it was no longer good for service. Everything here seems to be in good shape. So again, all the stitching, I want to look at wear points where maybe my tools have been rubbing on it, or possibly something else that I've been wearing, maybe my pouch. But I'm thinking the right side of this harness on the upper section looks pretty good. Now we're going to move over to the left side, and again, we're going to take and open up that softener to make sure that we're not hiding any damage underneath it. A little bit of fraying on the softener itself, but as you can see here, we're nice and clean. There's no damage to the harness. I'll just close that back up. Okay. Now I come into the back. Again, we're working on the left-hand side. Check in, making sure there's no stress marks. Everything is nice and clean. I run down. My indicator is still in place. The stitching is all here. I see the tag that gives me my size as a universal harness. Now on this harness here, we've got a section where we can record our inspection. We've got tags here that we can fill out to say that we've inspected it each day. It's got us here the Spectrum inspection log. It also has a tag here so that I can upload this information online and the boss can make sure that I'm checking out my harness from the comfort of his desk. So I flip through again all my tags, all my warning labels, everything is in good shape. This tag here shows me that it is a Type A harness used for fall protection. The next tag is showing a few different harnesses that are available. This is the one that we're mostly concerned of, the Type A harness. So I close this up, keep this in nice clean shape, and we're going to move on to the legs. Here we have adjusters. This is going to pull the upper straps and the legs into a different position. These have been inspected as I ran through, and everybody is in good condition. As I move into the seat or to the back of the harness, this is what's going to be going down and around my bum. I want to make sure that all my stitching here, again, is nice and clean. If I've been sitting around on a concrete wall or waiting for things to happen, perhaps some of this could be worn out, but this harness here is in fantastic condition. We're going to run through the leg strap. I'm going to take good care at inspecting every one of these eyelets to make sure that they are in place and they're undamaged. If they are damaged or missing, you could get yourself in some good trouble with the ministry. So make sure that your harnesses have been inspected and that everything is nice and clean. So left and right leg, everything is here. All our stitching is good. I think it's about time that we can get ourselves set up and into the harness. So I want to check, make sure that there's no twists in my straps. Everybody is looking pretty good here. Again, we're lucky to be using such nice equipment in the 27 shop. So I slowly put my shoulders in. Again, I'm feeling, does everything feel comfortable? There's nothing twisted. It's always helpful if you have a partner that can watch and check your setup for you. If not, let's take your time to make sure that everything is in good shape. This here, I gently slip it through, pull it tight. We'll get it set up a little further as we continue to put on the harness. I want to reach through and get my leg strap. I'm going to pull this up nice and tight. I'm not going to go over tight, but I don't want it to be loose. The idea is that I could just fit my hand through the leg strap, and that would be proper tightness. If I'm too loose, happen to fall, I could fall out of my harness, or I could cause some damage to other parts of my body. So that's something that I'm not interested in doing. I take and I pull the strap through the keeper on the side. If it is too long, I can easily slip it back in, and this side is secured. I count how many eyelets I have showing, 1, 2, 3, and then my buckle. I'm going to match the other side so everything fits as it should. Okay, 1, 2, 3, we're in the number 4 hole, and everything is working out well. Up to this point, I want to move around, make sure that I'm feeling kind of comfortable. These straps on the sides seem a little bit loose to me. I can easily come down here to my adjusters and adjust that up. I did 2 clicks, 3 clicks on that side, 1, 2, 3. That now puts my harness in a good position. The idea of the chest strap here is to ensure nothing spreads open and allows me to fall out if I was put into a position of fall. So I want to make sure that this is snug and in the proper location. This should be slightly above your nipples, maybe just lined up with your underarms. You'll see sometimes people will do something along this lines to make sure that this strap is in the proper location. I will slide this one up to adjust it a bit better for me and tighten it up. But as you can see, we've now got our harness installed. Everything is good. I can reach my D-ring that is now located in the center of my back. Everything is in proper position, so I am good to go. Well, thank you very much for spending the time today to watch and listen on how to properly inspect and don a harness. If you do have any questions, please feel free to contact me and we can definitely talk about it. Okay, thank you very much. You have yourself a fantastic afternoon, and we'll see you again.